Hello guys, and welcome to the first part of chapter 1. And we will build now the first abstract visuals, the lines. So we are here in a fresh Houdini scene, and let's get started. So place down a geometry node. It's a container for all the subs, so when we dive inside of it, and let's rename it to lines. Let's give it a round shape and a black color. So you can look up here, view, you go out, let's here on the tools, and you can here show palette and the colors C and Z, so the shapes and the colors with C. So now let's dive inside of the network, and we will build this up with effect by volumes for the pop-dop network. And first we need to get our particles. So let's place down a simple circle here to get something like this. Let's get the polygons and let's bump the divisions a little bit up, maybe something like this, and let's get to the C explain. So now we're gonna place down a polyframe. Really like this node, and the normals are in the wrong direction. So maybe you want this, that the normals, and in the future we will use the normals for the velocity to drive the beginning velocity of the particles, but I want to just get them out like so. And for this we will tick this off here and get to the tangent name and type n, and we will get something like this. So now let's place an attribute triangle, and we will invert the normals. So add normal equals minus add normal, semicolon, and now we just inverted the normals. So let's type here invert normal, and let's get a convert line here. So we just got this line, and let's assign the normal to the velocity. So let's get here create a velocity, and let's write another simple vex function, v for velocity at v equals at n, so the normals, and then times a channel float. So we can control the velocities at the beginning, and we will call this scale underscore v, and at the end make a semicolon, press Control Enter, and click on this little button here to create the channel. So let's place down just a pop network here, and we will see that nothing really happens. We just emit particles on the circle. We need to scale here the V up. So let's get it to 1, and now you can already see we will emit particles along the normal. So pretty cool. Let's just dive inside the popnet here. Let's lay this out a little bit here, or something like this. I always make the output red, and now we can play with pop wind. Let's get a pop wind here, and at the pop source we can change something. So we will use the first convex geometry to scatter the points on it, so the circle, that's right. You can, for example, tick the guide on and off if you want to see it or you don't want to see it. And we will go to the birth tab. And now we will emit at a constant rate of 5000 particles per second, so 1 until 24 frame. This will be 5000 particles. Let's have a look at it. Let's go to the geometry spreadsheet, to pop object geometry, and we will go here when we scroll all the way down. Yeah, 5001. So, but I want to only emit a few particles at the first frame. So we will deactivate the constant birth rate and the constant activation. This should be a toggle in my opinion, but let's go to the impulse activation. And let's type a simple expression here, so $f for floating frame equals 1. And this will say at frame 1 it will be 1 and emit particles. When there is something like frame 2, it will be 0 and don't emit more particles. So we will emit particles only on the first frame. And let's get 250 particles. And let's get here to the pop wind, and let's play here a little bit with the amplitude. So let's get up to 0.2, 0.0.9, something like that. And let's get a wind, maybe in an up direction, maybe 0.5. Let's dive up with U, or you can just go here, jump back with Alt left arrow, that's the same thing. And let's have a look on this. So let's play here the play button, and we will get something like this. So now we can play further. So let's get down a trail here. Let's get preserve original, that's alright. Let's get a trail length to 240, so our time range. And let's get an add down here, the add node. And the add node will connect this lines here with a polyline. So let's dive inside here. Let's go to the polygon tab by group, and we will get a mass, because we need not all points, we need by attribute. And when we have a look on it, we can see that every point line got an unique ID attribute. And just for now, type ID in there, and you will see we will get a polyline. So let's get here a node here, let's get a null, and let's rename it to outlines, and let's layer them out here, and let's layer this out here, and let's get here a null, and let's type in here maybe in emitter geo, and we will get something like this. So let's play this quick through here, let it grow, and you already can do pretty cool things with that. So maybe it's an iris for an eye, something like that, or a underwater plant. And for now we will only got the wind to control the velocity and the normals, but we want to do this with a velocity field to attract the particles. And how we can do it, we will go in the second part of chapter 1, and see you in the next lesson, guys.